This video is produced by the Association for the Protection of the Lac Heney watershed. Learn more and become a member at bvlacheney.ca. An Introduction to Water Quality Monitoring. Water sampling is an important activity conducted on the Lac Heney watershed. Regular water quality monitoring began in 2007, and the data is reviewed regularly to understand the current state of the lake and watershed. Water samples are collected in the deepest part of each major watershed lake at least once a year. Monitoring helps answer the following questions. Is the lake providing good lake trout habitat? Is the trophic state of the lakes changing? Is the water quality getting better or worse? Association volunteers conduct in situ sampling multiple times a year in different parts of Lac Heney using special equipment. Temperature and dissolved oxygen is measured and recorded at 1 meter intervals throughout the water column. A black and white Secchi disc is used to measure water clarity. The disc is lowered into the water and the depth at which the black and white is no longer distinguishable is recorded. Ideal lake trout habitat is in cool, deep water when dissolved oxygen levels are above 6.5 milligrams per liter. By conducting the in situ monitoring at different times of the year, we get an effective and cheap way of checking the quality of the trout habitat. 3 times a year, consultants are hired to collect water samples for laboratory analysis. A special device called a Van Dorn sampler is used to collect water at different depths in the deepest part of each watershed lake. The water is transferred to special collection bottles and sent to a lab for analysis of phosphorus and nitrogen compounds. The results are summarized in an annual report and published on the Lac Heney website under Science Reports. The combination of Secchi disk depth and phosphorus analysis is used to determine the trophic state of a lake. Lakes are generally classified into 3 categories: oligotrophic, mesotrophic, and eutrophic. Oligotrophic lakes, like Lac Heney, 31 Mile, and Pemmicangan, have few nutrients, low levels of algae, and clear waters. Mesotrophic lakes, like Heney, have medium levels of nutrients, fairly clear water with beds of submerged plants. Eutrophic lakes have high levels of nutrients and biological activity and are dominated by aquatic plants or algae. An environment that is heavily enriched with nutrients can result in harmful algae blooms, dead zones, and fish kills. The watershed is a dynamic ecosystem that is affected by countless variables. That is why we track trends over time, since year-to-year variations do occur and serious water quality concerns can have a multi-year lag before they are noticed. This means that we must continue to minimize our impacts to ensure the restoration and protection of a healthy and vibrant watershed. Annual monitoring reports and other scientific studies are available on our website, bvlacheney.ca.